Hey, it's Harriet. I'm a corporate lawyer who's taken on a wild journey, seeing how far I can improve in some of the world's most competitive games, all while working full-time. Yep, that's right. 12 competitive games in 12 months, each with set ranked goals and one dream: to become the godlike gamer I was meant to be. How far will I go? Will my job hold me back? Will I finally turn into a capybara? Okay, maybe not the last one, but who knows? We'll find out. Welcome to episode 2 of 12 in 12. League is my new job. Previously on 12 in 12 challenge. I'll go with ADC, a role that I have the least experience with, and jungle. For ADCs, I'll go with Misfortune and Kaisa. In the jungle, I'll stick with Nocturne and Mordekaiser.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
With 2 out of 3 games lost, maybe I need to switch up my strategy. Okay, we're gonna try jungle because I don't think it's viable to play ADC. I switched to jungle and went for a comfort pick, Nocturne. Well, that was a fail, and thankfully I was greeted by a call from work on a Saturday, so that was fun. Alright, time for the golden moment. And we are starting in Iron 1. This isn't even a rank. It's a sign for me to give up. Welcome back, everyone. If I sound a bit stuffy, it's because I'm fighting off a cold. So if you hear me sounding like a bunch of hamsters are clogged up in my nose, that's why. But hey, a little cold can't stop this grind. I have an announcement to make, by the way. I have a new main job. It's League of Legends. Yeah, you heard that right. I woke up at 9 AM on Friday and didn't hit the bed until 4 AM on Saturday after a marathon of ranked games. Then, at 9 AM sharp, my brain goes, "Buckle up, buddy, it's time for more ranked." So I dragged myself out of bed, grabbed some coffee, and dove back in with my league notes in hand. I've been more punctual for my gaming sessions than for my actual job. I'm a changed man. I have been taking more extensive notes on my games than I do for most of my transactions at work. It's like I'm back in college, but instead of studying law, I'm studying how to not feed in the jungle. But hey, I'm just getting started. Starting out in Iron meant I had a long climb ahead of me. My initial games were a bit shaky, so I realized I needed a more structured approach. Playing ADC was, well, let's just say not optimal for me right now. So I decided to stick to jungle for a bit. I played a few games and took the time to review my replays. Okay, I did the big sacrifice. Hey. Please, no, I cannot. Oh my god, I'm losing in Iron. What do I do, Jane? This is like, oh no. It's amazing how when you watch your own games, you notice all these little mistakes. Moments where I'm just wandering around doing nothing or wasting time when I could be ganking or farming. In the heat of the game, it doesn't feel like that at all. But seeing it from outside is a real eye-opener. I've unofficially enrolled in the University of League. Disclaimer, not an actual university, though maybe it should be. My first course, How to Flame Your Teammates 101. Just kidding. Although I did find myself getting more annoyed than usual. I've also been consuming a ton of League content over the past few days. Pro guides, watching streamers like Tyler One, and just soaking up any helpful content on mechanics and champion matchups. Does anyone else binge watch content on a game when you're really into it? Because that's me right now. With this new knowledge and a more structured routine, it was time to get out of Iron. Bronze, my new home for the time being. While I've been learning a lot, there's still so much I haven't figured out. For example, what makes a good team composition? I know you should have a mix of AP and AD, but do the specific champions matter? Let me know in the comments if you have any insights on how to make good decisions for a viable team comp. Because sometimes it feels like the games are lost from the very start. I'm looking at you, top lane Draven players. I was lucky enough to find a couple of days this week for some extensive league grinding. And if I had to sum up Bronze Elo, it's like gambling. You load into a game and you might have a fantastic start. Your teammates are crushing it, but none of it matters if people don't focus on objectives. If I had a penny for every time we could have collectively pushed to end but didn't, I'd be a millionaire. I wonder if they're going to ever release $1 million skin on League. What do you think? I think so. I think they will release it. Also, is it just me, or are the matchups kind of wild this season? I'm getting paired against players who were Emerald last season. Like, how far has this elo fallen? I enjoy the challenge, but it can be quite rough at times. But here's what I can say for sure. I am improving. I can see the progress in myself. I'm recognizing when I'm making mistakes, getting better at skirmishing, and spotting opportunities to exploit. I think I've got a good grasp on jungling habits of this elo. I generally know how other junglers will behave, where they'll pat, and my scuttle contests are, dare I say, godlike. I've realized that Nocturne is a beast in 1v1 fights at level 3 and 4. If you can't kite him properly, he'll just shred you. I have a love-hate relationship with jungle. Sometimes it feels incredibly strong. Other times it feels stale and underwhelming. My progress has been pretty solid so far. I find myself thinking about League when I'm awake, when I'm asleep, and even praying to the Rift gods for good teammates. I have basically taken my life and tossed it into the trash to become the gaming god I was meant to be. And when I say all of my free time not working is going into this, I'm not kidding. I've played over 200 games since the start of this month. Yeah, I might need help. I'm kind of surprising myself, honestly. I didn't know I had this much drive. But winning and improving feels so good. On the flip side, losing feels even worse now. I'm not sure what's changed, but I didn't used to get this frustrated over mistakes, mine or others. Now, I get really annoyed when people make minor mistakes or don't follow logical plays. Maybe it's because as I'm improving, those mistakes are more obvious to me, whereas they might not be to somebody new or playing casually. So I've set a new goal to maintain my positive mental attitude and sanity for as long as possible. The trials and tribulations continue, and so does my determination. So the strat now is very simple. Always full clear, very rarely never full clear. And yeah, just outfarm your opponent. I think that's the only key here. I don't think she can kill me. She cannot even try. As first item, you always go Bork. Bork is just too strong right now. The percentage damage, especially with Umbrals, so good. I find early mornings to be the best time to play the game because people are more chilled out. In the afternoon or like evenings is the complete worst. It's like a gamble. Somebody in your team will leave. Why did she put a ward down? Panicked? What I'm seeing recently is the games go on for longer than usual, most games, and tables usually turn. If a team is losing, it doesn't matter if they have a good late game comp. I find Terminus to be a good second pick, mostly because it shreds armor and gives me some tankiness as well. Oof. I fucked up. I stopped attacking for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, this surrender. Nice! GG's! And guess what? I have made my way to Silver. Ah, yes. Silver. The land of milk and honey. Or so I thought. I've been playing in Silver for a few days now. And let me tell you, this is by far the most interesting elo I've encountered. Let me pull out my big book of League sorrows. I've had teammates who rage irrationally, who intentionally feed, go AFK because they didn't get a kill, claim to be Smurfs, and then run it down because they don't care, bro. I had a support who died 1v2 and then decided to dual lane top and feed. I've had laners blame me for them dying 1v1 or getting ganked when I'm taking objectives or helping other lanes. I've had people following me around, taking my camps because they're tilted. Someone even threw some colorful language my way in chat. I have been called so many slurs in the chat, it's insane. And one person told me I should go 0 and 1 in real life. That last one was quite funny, but still quite concerning. I could go on forever for the amount of times I've had frustrating moments with my teammates. It's truly a test of patience if you survive in this elo. Not only do people tilt easily in silver, but many claim to be Smurfs who seem intent on throwing as much as possible. The toxicity is real, and I'm not claiming to be a saint. I get heated during games too, but I think there's a fine line between being annoyed and being, well, completely unhinged. It's going to be a real challenge to work my way through this one. I also realized a serious flaw in my champion pool. Both Nocturne and Mordekaiser can be banned at the same time in the same game, leaving me without my main picks. So I definitely need to branch out more. And I feel like I haven't stayed true to my original plan of also playing ADC. I've just been sticking to jungle, so I need to dive back into bot lane as well. I have just over 15 days left, so while I have some wiggle room, the games are only going to get more challenging. I need to buckle up. So here we are at the moment, Silver 2. Let's see how far I can make it by next week. Will I break through Silver, or will I be stuck here forever? Make sure to subscribe and like the video. I'm thinking about doing a Twitch stream this upcoming weekend if people are interested in watching. And of course, if you have any tips on how I can improve my gameplay, please let me know. Your support means a lot to me. You have no idea. Thank you. Until next time,